Good morning, children. So today I am going to complete the last topic of balance of payment, that is determination of, I made you people write the heading, determination of foreign exchange rate in a free market or with the help of flexible exchange rate system. Alright. Now, yesterday I have explained to you that foreign exchange rate system is determined by through two methods. One is fixed exchange rate system, that is by central bank of the country by official action or by government action, and the second one is flexible exchange rate system, that is determined by the two market forces in the free market economy. That we all have done. Now the last topic of the chapter, if you remember chapter number 6, the first topic, we have studied determination of price with the help of two market forces, demand and supply. The same diagram, excess demand, excess supply, we have shown, and then we have shown the equilibrium price. The same diagram we are going to use here also. Alright, but here what we are determining? We are determining the foreign exchange rate with under the flexible exchange rate system, and we know that how we determine the foreign exchange rate under flexible exchange rate system, that is through two market forces, demand and supply. Alright, so we determined it by the two market forces, demand and supply. Okay, then we know that the equilibrium exchange rate, okay, is determined at a point where demand for rupee will become equal to supply of dollar. Is it clear? Where demand of dollar will become equal to demand for foreign exchange, where DD is equal to SS. Then at that point we determine the equilibrium exchange rate. Then under this topic, we'll take the condition of excess demand, we'll take the condition of excess supply, and we will show that why the condition of excess demand is not the condition of equilibrium exchange rate, or why the condition of excess demand is not a condition of equilibrium exchange rate, on why only the point where demand for and supply of foreign exchange is equal to each other is only the point where we determined the equilibrium exchange rate. That we need to discuss under this. Is it clear? So first write down the heading, determination of foreign exchange rate in a free market or with the flexible exchange rate system. Okay, that you people have to write. Heading you people have written. Then after that, after the heading, you write down the main line. Okay, right? The equilibrium exchange rate is determined at the point where the demand for and supply of foreign exchange are equal. This is the condition. For this you have 1 marks. This question may come this year, children. Okay, so what you people have written, for that you will have 1 marks. Okay, so where we determine the equilibrium exchange rate, we determine the equilibrium exchange rate at the point where demand for and supply of foreign exchange is equal to each other. Is it clear? At that point we determine the foreign exchange rate. So that is the condition of determination of foreign exchange rate. Okay, so we start the answer of this topic with this particular condition only, and this condition carries 1 marks. In this question you may get in 3 marks, then 1 marks will be on this particular condition, or if you will get in 6 marks then also. So 1 marks is there in this condition. Okay, so write down, the equilibrium exchange rate is determined at the point where the demand for and supply of foreign exchange are equal to each other. Full stop. And underline this, what you people have written. And then after full stop write, this is explained with the help of the following diagram. This is explained with the help of the following diagram. Alright, now we'll draw the diagram. See, draw it along with me. So here we'll show demand of and supply. Demand for and supply of foreign will show exchange rate. We will show exchange rate. Is it clear? Because we are determining exchange rate with the help of demand for and supply of foreign exchange. Is it clear? So, on x-axis we will show demand for, because if you remember the market mechanism chapter, in that we have shown quantity demanded and quantity supplied on x-axis. So here also we are determining the foreign exchange rate in terms of demand and supply, so that we will show demand for and supply of foreign exchange in x-axis and exchange rate on y-axis. Is it clear? Now we will draw demand curve DD and supply curve SS. Okay, so this is your DD, demand curve DD. We know the slope of the DD curve, sloping downwards, and supply curve SS. Is it clear? Supply curve SS. This is E. Is it clear? And I told you that foreign exchange rate is determined at a point where demand for and supply of foreign exchange are equal to each other. Since demand for and supply of foreign exchange are intersecting here at point E, so we determine the equilibrium exchange rate R naught. We determine the equilibrium exchange rate R naught. And what is the quantity? Quantity is U. Is it clear? This much. Now we will take, as this is the equilibrium exchange rate. This is the equilibrium exchange rate. Why? Because at R naught, the demand for foreign exchange is equal to supply of foreign exchange. Alright? Then why only this is the equilibrium exchange rate? Why not above this? If it is determined is the condition of equilibrium, or why not below this if it is determined is the condition of equilibrium? That we need to discuss. Is it clear? But first you people draw this much diagram. Now, so let us take one exchange rate which is above and one exchange rate which is below. Okay, so I am taking here, this is R1, okay, and I am extending it till here. Alright, this R1 exchange rate intersects the supply curve here, so I am naming it as A, and intersect the demand curve here, so I am naming it as B. Is it clear? Now see here. Now let me first explain you the R1. Okay. Now if equilibrium exchange rate is determined below R2, that is R1, then the demand, the total demand for dollar, is it clear? Here you write in place of foreign exchange. What is the foreign exchange? What is the standard currency with which we compare the currency of any country is dollar. So here you write demand and supply of dollar. Is it clear? Now see, at R1, now take R1. At R1, your demand for dollar, your demand, this is your demand curve. Demand for dollar means demand for dollar is R1B. Demand for dollar is R1B. And your supply of dollar, this is the supply curve. Your supply of dollar is R1A. So supply of dollar is R1A. Means demand of dollar R1B exceeds the supply of dollar R1A by how much amount? So we will subtract R1B minus R1A is equal to AB. So AB shows, AB is excess demand of dollar. ठीक है। तो एक्सेस डिमांड फॉर डॉलर, मतलब इसका क्या मतलब है? अब मैंने R1 में क्या बोला, दैट एट R1 आपकी डिमांड फॉर डॉलर जो है वो R1B है, विच इज in excess of supply of dollar, which is R1A. By how much amount is it is in excess? By AB amount. So this excess demand of dollar, आपकी डिमांड ऑफ डॉलर जो है वो एक्सेस है, तो आपकी करेंसी की वैल्यू क्या होगी? मतलब डॉलर की डिमांड ज्यादा है और रुपी की डिमांड कम है, तो आपकी रुपी की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? द डिमांड ऑफ dollar is greater than the supply of dollar, so the value of dollar will appreciate and the value of rupee will depreciate. Why the value of rupee is depreciate? Because the demand for dollar is greater as compared to the demand of rupee, as compared to the demand of डॉलर, सप्लाई ऑफ डॉलर, मतलब सप्लाई डॉलर की कम है और डिमांड ज्यादा है, तो यहाँ पे डॉलर की वैल्यू एप्रिशिएट होगी। अगर डॉलर की वैल्यू एप्रिशिएट हो रही है तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप ये भी बोल सकते हैं कि द वैल्यू ऑफ रुपी विल फॉल। इज इट क्लियर? सो एट R1 we determine the exchange rate, and in what we determine the exchange rate? We determine the exchange rate in such a way that the value of dollar is appreciating but the value of rupee is depreciating. That is your R1. Because excess demand of dollar will increase the value of dollar. If value of dollar will increase, then automatically the value of rupee will fall. Okay? Now we'll take the condition of above the equilibrium, that is R0. Above the equilibrium, that is R2. Now you see R2 line touches the demand curve here, so I am naming it as G. So this is your excess demand condition, and the supply of dollar is R2H. Is it clear? So at R2 demand of dollar is R2G and supply of dollar is R2H. Means there is excess supply by GH. मतलब डॉलर की सप्लाई ज्यादा है, डिमांड फॉर डॉलर इज ओनली R2G and supply of dollar is R2H. तो क्या होगी? Definitely the price of dollar will fall. Means the value of dollar will depreciate. If value of dollar will depreciate, then automatically the value of rupee will appreciate. Is it clear? Fine. So this is the complete explanation of the determination of foreign exchange rate in a flexible exchange rate system. Is it clear? So what conclusion we come to know? That we determine the equilibrium exchange rate at a point where demand for and supply of dollar or foreign exchange is equal to each other. If demand for dollar will be greater than supply of dollar, then the value of dollar will appreciate and the value of domestic currency will depreciate. But if demand for dollar is less than the supply of dollar, then the value of dollar will depreciate as compared to the value of domestic currency. So these three things help us to determine the foreign exchange rate. I hope you people have understood this. Is it clear? So this is the diagram and this is the complete explanation. Okay, just go through it, this, and then straight away I am going to give you the notes. But first you people have to draw this diagram. Okay, don't write this. Don't write this. This I have drawn to make you people understand. Okay, this I have drawn to make you people. I have written to make you people understand. Okay, you people have to now only draw this diagram. Okay, complete the diagram, and then I will give you the explanation of this diagram. All of you draw. Okay, so I hope you people have drawn this diagram. Now write down the explanation of the diagram. So first write down. As you have shown, no need to explain that what you are showing on x-axis, what you are showing on y-axis, because you have already labeled the diagram. Is it clear? Now write down. Under this you write down. In the above diagram, demand curve DD, and write fast all of you. In the above diagram, demand curve DD shows how much dollar India demand at different exchange rate, of exchange. Demand in the above diagram, demand curve DD shows how much dollars India demands at different rate of exchange, and the supply curve SS shows how the supply of dollar changes as the exchange rate varies. Full stop. Then write, the demand and supply curve of foreign exchange intersect each other. The demand and supply of foreign exchange intersect each other at point E, full stop. The equilibrium exchange rate at point E, then after full stop write that is Y. The equilibrium exchange rate is R0, and OQ of foreign exchange is demanded and supplied. Okay, so OQ is the quantity where demand for and supply of dollar is equal to each other, and R0 is the equilibrium exchange rate. Okay, so first we have explained this condition. Now we'll change the paragraph and we'll take first R1 and then we'll take the R2. So now change the paragraph and take R1. Right. If the price of dollar in terms of rupee is low, that is R1. That is R1. Write down. If the price of dollar in terms of Indian rupee is low, that is R1, then the demand for dollar, under bracket you show, then the demand of dollar, under bracket show, that is R1A. That is the demand of dollar, under bracket write that is R1A. Okay, and close the bracket and write exceeds the supply of dollar. That is, what is the supply of dollar? R1B. That is R1B. Okay, so what you people have written then, the demand of dollar exceeds the supply of dollar. Okay, after this you write by how much amount? By AB amount. By AB, under this you show R1B minus R1A, AB amount. Full stop. Then write full stop. Okay, and then after this you write full stop, then write, hence there will be a condition of excess demand of dollar occurs in the market. Hence there will be excess demand of dollar occurred in the market. Full stop. Then write this excess demand of dollar. This excess demand of dollar will appreciate the value of dollar. and depreciate the value of rupee. This excess demand of dollar will appreciate the value of dollar and depreciate the value of rupee. Full stop. Okay, so we have explained R1, now we'll explain R2. Write down, change the paragraph. Again, third paragraph, the last one. If the price of dollar in terms of Indian rupee is high, if the price of dollar in terms of Indian rupee is high, that is R2, comma, then the demand for the supply of the quantity supply of dollar under bracket, that is R2H. Then the quantity supply of dollar, after dollar make a bracket and write, that is R2H, exceeds the quantity demanded of dollar under bracket, that is R2G by GH, and after GH we will show how R2H minus R2G amount. Full stop. Okay, and then you write, hence there will be a condition of excess supply of dollar in the market. Hence, there will be a condition of excess supply of dollar in the market. Full stop. Then write, this will depreciate the value of dollar. This will depreciate the value of dollar and appreciate the value of rupees. Full stop. Is it clear? So this is the complete explanation of the topic, determination of equilibrium exchange rate in a free market or in a flexible exchange rate. Is it clear? So children, just see the video properly, and tomorrow I am going to complete, in my tomorrow's video, I am going to complete the last topic of bank, that is quantity of credit control of the central bank, and then I am going to start with your public finance. Okay, so for today only this much. Thank you children.